If you guys lacking coins for all the new cards that are out, then check out mulefactory.com. They're the cheapest site I've found for coins, they deliver in 5 minutes, and if you use TGC Kurt5 at checkout, you get 5% off your order. Check them out with the link down below now. What's up guys, Curtis here, and welcome to a brand new FIFA 10 to FIFA 17 episode. Today, we have one that's going to be a little bit different to normal, so let's get comfy, let's get ready for it. Today I'm going to be trying some new things. I'll get onto them shortly. If you're wondering what this episode is going to be about, as you can see by the title, this is the second part of the position changes kind of mini-series we were doing. The last episode we did 11 position changes players, and it's safe to say, if I just quickly look now, you guys loved it. Damn it, my computer's not working the one time I need it to. It's on, like, it's gone mental. You guys went absolutely ham. It is currently, at the time of me recording on Thursday afternoon, on 272,000 views. So I think it's safe to say that you guys liked it. And in the comments, there was a lot of people telling me about players I'd missed. There were some that I'd missed intentionally because they, I didn't feel like they'd moved enough. But then there was also some that I missed, and they should be in a video. So today we have an episode around some of the bigger ones that that I didn't include. That, I mean, it's not that easy to find out that a striker got a goalkeeper in form a couple years ago when you're going through every single FIFA. So we got some good ones today, thanks to your comments and to just some general more research. So I hope you guys look forward to it. Also, real quick before we get into the video, I want to tell you guys about a site I found called opposition.com, where you can win money by playing FIFA. And I asked them if they could create a cup for you guys so you can win some money. The winner of the cup will play me in a game on a live stream as well when the tournament is done, for a chance to win some additional prizes, and that is live to join right now if you want to. It's extremely cheap to sign up compared to the amount of money you can win, and there's also some free ladders and tournaments if you want to check them out too. The link is in the first line of the description. Click down below if you want to check it out. I did say there would be one big change in this one, and that is that we're going to not be using the FIFA stuff in the background this time. We're going to try with a bit of a different screen, make it look a little bit different, because I don't think the FIFA actually adds that much to it. So let me know in the comments down below, do you prefer it like this or with the FIFA screen in the background as I build the squad? Let me know down below. Nonetheless, first up, we've got to start with Revell. This guy started off in FIFA 10 with a Swindon striker card. We're going to get through these very quickly. In fact, we're going to skip all of these now. Boom, they're going to fly along. See, I'm great at editing, aren't I? We're at FIFA 15. That's what the last one was. This year, FIFA 6, not this year, last year. I'm struggling with this one, guys. Last year at FIFA 16, bang, there you go. He had a goalkeeper in form. Absolutely ridiculous. It reminded me of the Felipe Melo one a few years ago. Obviously, he was a striker. Why they chose the striker to go in goal, I don't really know. I'm guessing he's quite tall, that's why they did it. But he went in goal, I'm assuming saved a penalty or something like that, and got his self an in-form in goal, which is pretty sick. And then obviously this year he's back to his striker position. Next up, we have another pretty cool one. This is Jeffrey Schlupp. Now, I did know about this one. Why I forgot to include him, I don't know. I think I've included him in another video before. But FIFA 12, he started off as a striker at Leicester. He's like the golden card for all FIFA. He started off as a striker, German. Following season, he's still a striker, he's now Ghanaian. But it doesn't just stop with him changing his nationality, of course. This is position changes. FIFA 14, he still has a striker card, and a silver one at that. And then the following season, he goes to a bronze left back. What a brilliant transformation. He then ends up as a left wing back. He is at Crystal Palace at the moment as a left back. But what a random sort of transformation there. You don't usually expect that. He has kept his shooting. Actually, this season is as good as it has ever been with 60 shooting now. But yeah, to go from a striker to a left back, that is definitely an unusual one. But it does seem to be quite common in this episode, as you're going to see, because there is another one coming up shortly. This is another pretty cool one. This is Dammers. If we're going to go back to just FIFA 15 for this one. He started off the season with a striker Feyenoord card. He went on loan to whatever team that is above it, and he got a centre-back card whilst he was on loan, so that was obviously where he's playing. And then he returned to Feyenoord from his loan and had a centre-back card. So they must have originally thought he was a striker, and the fact he ended up with a centre-back card with just 27 defending in FIFA 15 is hilarious. Of course, it got a big improvement over the few years, but FIFA 17, that was what he ended up at with just a standard silver card that's a centre-back. But very interesting to go from striker to centre-back. Mad. So, talking of striker to centre-backs, we have Michael Hefele. I think his first name is Michael. Anyway, FIFA 13, he started off playing for, I believe that's Guardado. Probably got it completely wrong. FIFA 13 and 14, he had centre-back cards for both years. And then he moved to Huddersfield this season, and this season he did still have a centre-back card, but he also got a man of the match up front. He has a striker man of the match card. Absolute madness, in my opinion. Pretty cool to get a sort of card like that. He obviously was either filling it up there or got subbed up there and had a good game. Who knows, but a really interesting one. Now, next up is Oscar De Marcos. I'm sure you guys have used him in FIFA at some point, but I like him because he's kind of just covered a lot of different positions. They're all in the similar sort of vein, but I feel like it's pretty versatile. That's why he's in this episode. So he started off as right wing. Obviously, he's been at the same club the whole time. All these years, he can, because he's one of those players that they can actually use, so they're going to keep him. But FIFA 10, he was a right winger. Following year, FIFA 11, he was a right winger. FIFA 12, he had a right mid card, but he also got a team of the season in centre mid. I don't know if that was the La Liga team of the season or the team of the season most consistent, but nonetheless, he had a centre mid card. And this was kind of indicative of him coming further back. I'm not sure if it was different managers that then changed their mind on him, but FIFA 13, he had a centre mid card. FIFA 14, he's playing way more attacking now. He has a central attacking midfield card, and that card looks amazing. You don't find many attacking mids with that much pace on FIFA anymore, especially for a 77 non-rare to have 89 pace. 76 dribbling, 72 passing, 72 defending. Absolutely ridiculous stats for an attacking mid. You're more likely to bring him back to a central midfielder sort of spot, but still looks absolutely unreal. Sadly, that was his last year in central midfield. I feel like that sort of card would get used a ton now, but of course he's back to right back, and I feel a lot of people use his right back now anyway. It's always a guarantee good solid right back card. 90 pace on FIFA 15. 89 pace in FIFA 16 and 88 pace in FIFA 17. Gone down a pace each year, but his other stats have been going up. He's up to an 81 rated card now. Really well-rounded stats, and definitely one of the more used La Liga fullbacks for sure. Next, we're going to go on to Erik Durm, and I told you we were going to have some more striker to defender choices. This is one that was recommended a ton in the comments, and it's one that, again, I've done in a video before, I believe, but completely overlooked it in the last episode. And Durm started off as a striker, 72 pace, bronze, not very good, stats are pretty average, doesn't really look like that impressive of a player. Following season though, he goes from striker to right back and left back. He had an upgraded card at left back, started off at right back. I feel that happens a lot at Dortmund, where their fullbacks kind of switch around a lot, because you had Grosskreutz, who was a right back, then he was a left back, then a left mid, then back to right back, or something like that. I believe that was the case. They like to switch their fullbacks up a bit. I don't know if they get injuries or what makes it happen, but he went from striker to right back to left back, and then FIFA 15 he has a silver left back, FIFA 16 a gold left back, and FIFA 17 a gold left back again. That's his current main card that he's been sticking with. And yeah, you never really use him in the Ultimate Team. I don't know if you ever would. Maybe if he was still a silver, you might end up seeing him more, but as a gold card, I don't think I've ever really used him as a left back, especially 82 pace. I just feel like you can do better, especially in the Bundesliga. There's some good fullbacks in that league. Next, we go on to number 7, and I felt like I couldn't not include this one because he is just such a versatile player that I know some people will say, what, these aren't extreme position changes. I just think he's such a player that can play in every position on the pitch that you've got to give him a look in. So we'll start off with his right wing card, James Milner, 81 pace, 81 rated, sorry, not pace, 81 rated right wing card. It's hard to imagine him as a right winger. I can see him as a right mid, but like you don't really picture him as an attack. Like when you think of a winger, you think of a pacey player bombing down the wings. I don't think of Milner like that. He's such an industrious player. That's why I feel like he was so suited to centre mid. FIFA 11, he actually had an unreal centre mid card. I feel like that sort of card is something that would definitely be used in FIFA now. Every stat's over 80 other than defending and heading, and defending still 76. I'm sure his physical would have been like in the 70s if that was actually on the card back then. And then he had the same sort of card basically for the following year. A few downgrades really across all of his stats, but he still stayed at an 81 rating. FIFA 13 he went down again, still a centre mid, but his pace particularly was definitely feeling it. Then FIFA 14 he was a right mid card at City. I forgot to mention too that I believe in FIFA 12, no it might have been FIFA 14 for the World Cup. I think it was for the World Cup, FIFA 14, in all the friendlies beforehand, he was being played at right back for England. Do you guys remember that? I think we had like a right back crisis and it ended up with Glenn Johnson getting injured. That's the level we're at. But Milner ended up playing at right back. I seem to remember I was actually sat in Turkey, quite a bizarre one, watching the friendlies on the telly in a bar. Really weird, but that was where he showed early signs of actually being able to play at fullback. So he had his right mid cards for a couple of years. Then we go on to FIFA 16, he's a centre mid card, and then a centre mid card again, but obviously for the majority of this season he's been played at left back because Alberto Moreno is pretty rubbish, and Jurgen Klopp needed himself a left back, and James Milner's done well there. There's not much more you can ask. Next up is our second to last player, I believe, and this is quite an interesting one. He's one of those players that quite often you'll see wingers that can basically just play either side all the way up and down, and this is definitely one of them. We've got Fabian Johnson. This is another one that actually changes nation midway through as well. He starts off as a right winger at Wolfsburg, then a huge switch all the way to left wing back. You tend to find them stay on the same side because of their foot. But he goes to left wing back, and then FIFA 12 he goes to right mid. He moves to Hoffenheim that year. He's a right mid card. And then the following season, not only does he move back to left back, which is such a weird opposite ends of the spectrum, he also then declares for the USA, and he has the American nationality on his card. He has 2 seasons at left back, which is the longest he stayed for a while at the same position. Then he moved to Borussia Mönchengladbach and was played on the right. His hairstyle changes quite dramatically in a second, but yeah, he's a right back, and then he moved to left mid for FIFA 16, and then FIFA 17 he's a left mid again now with his mini afro on the go. Quite interesting one. He's obviously playing as like a defensive left mid, that's the way it goes. I don't know if they play 3 at the back or what, but he's obviously not like one of the more attacking wingers. He's a bit of a defensive one. I mean, it's not often you see a winger with 70 defending, so that explains that. And no, this is the last one now. This is kind of the definition of another defensive winger. We're going to have Guardado, and we're going to start off with his card in the Spanish division. Really good card at the start at Deportivo. It was 82 rated left winger, 86 pace, 80 shooting, a great card. Following season, he's still 81 left winger. Season after that, and a 78 left winger in FIFA 12. He's gone to a non-rare now, so you were getting a little bit worried. You thought maybe his card was going to start to tail off, but no. He moved to Valencia and had a fantastic year. 88 pace, he was up to 82 rated, a really good card. This whole while, he's been left wing, back to left mid. Then he moves to the Bundesliga at Bayer Leverkusen. He's a left mid card again. It still looks pretty good. He's kind of becoming more of a defensive winger again, and this is when he moves to PSV. And this is where his position starts to change a lot. I know they're all kind of similar positions, but Guardado becomes a left back for FIFA 15. Then for FIFA 16, he's a centre mid with a CDM team of the season. He also has a cam in form. Same with this year, he has a CDM in form as well. So I found this one quite interesting. A player that's so versatile. They can play all the way up and down that left-hand side, and they can play in the middle. And I just like it when it's so clear that for one season he'll play in a position, EA are like, right, we'll change his card. Okay, he's not playing left wing anymore, we'll change it to left back. They give him the card, that's easy. He's like, no, I'm going to play in cam this year. Now back to left wing. I don't know why, but that just interests me. But that, boys, brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you did enjoy it. Smash that like button, of course, if you did enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget to check out the previous episode if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.